Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Daniel Weichman. Firefighters responded to a house fire this morning in Pottsville. The call happened around 7:15 a.m. this morning in the Jalapa area of the city, where it was reported it was a fully involved house fire. The officials at the blaze reported it was under control by 9:10 a.m. At this time, it is not known if anyone was injured in the house fire in Norwegian County. A former employee of the Pocono Mountain West Junior High School is facing multiple charges after allegedly stealing a student's wallet. Officers reported Galvin Dudley, age 45, a custodian, was shown on surveillance camera taking the wallet that was left behind by the student. According to the Pocono Mountain Regional Police Department, on October 5th, a student at the high school reportedly lost their wallet, which included over $50 in cash, debit cards, and their personal ID. Surveillance footage showed the student leaving the gymnasium after an after-school activity to where the bleachers were pushed in by staff and a black object was seen on the ground. Dudley was then seen entering the gym, taking the black object, and walking off. The Taylor Police Department are searching for 2 people involved in a mini-mart burglary. The 2 pictured suspects burglarized the Taylor mini-mart on Wednesday evening. The Taylor Police Department asked for anyone with information to call 570-562-2210. A man was arrested in Minersville after breaking into a home. State police reported on November 17th, Devin Shack walked into a home in Cass Township through an open back door, where he then began eating food from the kitchen. The homeowner then approached the individual where a fight broke out outside when Shack refused to leave the property. State police arrested and charged Shack with burglary, criminal trespassing, theft by unlawful taking, harassment, and public drunkenness. Coming up on WYLN News, we show off a local resident's holiday creations, plus our Pets of the Week. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast, brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Ezra. I'm 5 years old. It's partly cloudy out here and a little cold.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
Have you ever experienced that super pushy salesperson who follows you all around? Not here.
Or wandered around that big box store looking for help in the appliance department only to find the pink guy? Not here.
And we have an experienced, courteous sales staff here to help you find the perfect mattress, piece of furniture, or appliance with no pressure.
And don't forget, everyday low prices.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
We are having a birthday party, and you're invited. Please join us in person for our annual candlelight service to celebrate the coming birth of Jesus Christ at Christ Lutheran Church located on the corner of Church and Green Streets in Hazleton. The candlelight service will be held on Christmas Eve, December 24th at 8 p.m. Please join us in person for this beautiful Christmas Eve service. Welcome back to WYLN News. An Arctic cold front is upon us this Friday evening. Rain fell prior to the transition of snow, where some areas will see up to 3 inches. Temperatures are expected to drop throughout Friday and into the late evening, resulting in icy, dangerous roads. Through the weekend, the freezing temperatures are expected to stay, along with chilly wind on Saturday that will drop to below zero. The Agricultural Secretary, Russell Redding, and Pennsylvania State Veterinarian, Dr. Kevin Brightbill, joined our jolly old St. Nick and his 9 special reindeer at the Christmas Candy Lane in Hershey Park.
Good morning, everyone. I'm very pleased to announce, as the state veterinarian, that the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania has received its official certificate of veterinary inspection from the North Pole. I can tell you that Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donder, meaning thunder, Blitzen, meaning lightning, and Rudolph, despite his very red nose, have all been cleared for takeoff.
So you can expect your gifts and toys to be delivered right on time for Christmas morning. Holiday cheer is bright at the Laurel Senior Living Community. Russell Masteller, age 91, is resident at the Laurel Senior Living Community who spreads happiness among his fellow residents. He creates holiday displays out of anything he can come across, including medicine cups, leaves, and even rocks. His daughter surprised him by entering his homemade crafts in a contest at the Bloomsburg Fair, and Russell won 3rd place for his display. Russell, who only started crafting at age 90, says he enjoys making these creations because they make people smile. Coming up on Hazelton's News Choice, Marty Burns brings you the sports news for the upcoming Christmas weekend, plus we finish off the week with our featured lovable pets. And stay with us for everything else we have lined up for you later tonight on WYLN TV.
Hey, Dr. Alex here with another Fearwood Friday, here to talk today about how your muscles listen to your joints. You want to take care of your muscles. You got to exercise them. You got to nourish them properly. You got to make sure that they're not under undue harm, like your posture and whatnot. But also, they respond to these little triggers in your joints very, very sensitively. If your joint's not moving properly, your muscle responds by contracting until it gets it to where it can move properly again. If the muscle can't do that, you'll spasm. Very painful. These muscles sometimes cross over where you have neurovascular bundles, which can cause you to get numbness, coldness, weakness, pain shooting down your limbs, up your head. All this to say, just making sure your joints move properly by going to a joint specialist can make all the difference. Take care of your joints. They'll take care of you and you'll feel good.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazelton, 570-454-7229.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network. There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information. This season, join WYLN for great holiday programming featuring The Can Do Christmas, Christ Lutheran Christmas Eve Candlelight Service, Sounds of the Season, Viewpoint with Santa, Your Life Holiday Special, Polka Connection, The Chef Lou Christmas, Holiday Cooking with Granny Rita, Chow Bella, and Jen Yamola, Hometown Holiday, The Story of the First Noel, From Saint to Santa Claus, and more. Check our website at WYLNTV.com for listings. WYLN is your home for the holidays station.
Welcome to another edition of Let's Talk Sports, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. And for your viewing pleasure, the NFL, a full slate of games and some interesting matchups as the Buffalo Bills, trying to hold on to the top spot in the AFC, head to Chicago, where the Bears have shown, even though they have 3 wins, they're a very tough team to play in Soldier Field, especially on December the 24th. Houston, who has created a lot of havoc for a one-win team, heads to Tennessee. Will the collapse continue for these Tennessee Titans? We'll have to wait and see on Christmas Eve. Playoff implications. Seattle trying to get into the playoffs in the NFC, have a tough road matchup in Kansas City as the Chiefs look to try to overtake the Bills for the number 1 seed in the AFC. Very interesting matchup in Minnesota, coming off a 33-point comeback. The Vikings play host to the New York Football Giants. Giants trying to cement their way into the playoffs, and very well could possibly be an opening round preview of the NFL playoffs. Giants at Vikings. Cincinnati, big win over the weekend at Tampa Bay. They're on the road again at New England. If New England comes and keeps all their senses, they could have a tough matchup for the Bengals, but hey, you never know from play to play what the Patriots may do. Detroit, the Lions, arguably maybe the hottest team in the NFL, looking to continue their winning ways as they head to Carolina. And will anybody win that NFC South? Carolina's still in the running, and they have a big game against the Lions where they hope to win the division. In what Fox is trying to tout as the game of the year, the Philadelphia Eagles, with a banged-up Jalen Hurts, unknown if he will play, head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And what a big game, especially considering the Cowboys coming off that overtime loss against Jacksonville. And just to annoy Raider fans all week long, they've promoted it as the 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception. Franco Harris, to have his number 32 retired, as the Steelers in the night game will host the Las Vegas Raiders to round out Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day, 3 games that the NFL thought were going to be real good has lost a lot of their luster as they're going to challenge the NBA. We'll give you that NBA schedule in a minute. But you're going to have Rodgers, you're going to have Brady, you're going to have a guy named Rippon for the Broncos, Mayfield, and who knows, Arizona may even break out Jake the Snake. There are that many injured quarterbacks. It's Green Bay at Miami, Denver at the Los Angeles Rams, and then Tampa Bay at Arizona to round out Christmas night as they go up against the NBA. What the NBA likes to consider, other than their playoffs, their biggest date on their calendar. They have 5 games on Christmas Day, all simulcast between ESPN and ABC, starting from the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. The Knicks playing host to Joel Embiid and the Sixers. The suddenly hot Los Angeles Lakers heading to take on Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks in what a lot of people think may be the Eastern Finals. The Boston Celtics, happy that they don't have to see the Orlando Magic for a while, play host to Giannis and the Bucks of Milwaukee. And then it's Memphis at Golden State and the nightcap, Phoenix at Denver. That is your plate for this weekend. And before we sign off, to all of our fans of Wyln Sports, happy holidays and Merry Christmas. We'll see you next time on Let's Talk Sports, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute.
There's no time like the present to adopt a pet, and the SPCA of Luzerne County has more breeds, shapes, and sizes of furry friends for you to check out this week. Everyone, meet Vert. Can you believe a cute boy like him was found as a stray? Vert is an adorable and friendly guy looking for a family to love. The SPCA is not sure when his birthday is, but they think he is about 1.5 to 2 years old. Up next is Opie. The dapper fella came in from a rough situation, so he's ready for some real TLC. He's friendly, enjoys attention, and likes to be pet. Opie has lived with many cats, so he would make a great addition to your family. Call 570-825-4111 to come on down and check out these featured pets and more. You may just meet your new best friend and give them a well-deserved forever home.
When emergency strikes, trust your care to the all-new ER at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. With a facility that's now twice the size. Experienced nurses who see you right away. A quick assessment process makes sure you get the care you need. Advanced technology on site. Safe, private treatment rooms, and a peace of mind that only this level of care can bring. When it matters most, trust your partner in emergency care. Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Struggling to get a good night's sleep? Then look no further. Grand Central is here to help. Grand Central Sealy experts will set you straight. When you buy your mattress at Grand Central, you can expect free delivery and setup, free removal of the old unit, and interest-free financing for up to 60 months. And of course, Grand Central's everyday low prices. Grand Central in Hazleton, helping you make your house a home.
We are having a birthday party, and you're invited. Please join us in person for our annual candlelight service to celebrate the coming birth of Jesus Christ at Christ Lutheran Church located on the corner of Church and Green Streets in Hazleton. The candlelight service will be held on Christmas Eve, December 24th at 8 p.m. Please join us in person for this beautiful Christmas Eve service. And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.
Hey everyone, it's Jim Hamill, and here throughout the Pocono Mountains, we have some amazing small business owners who are really the lifeblood of the region. As far as Gather and Maud and Main here in Honesdale go, they show up day in and day out, helping to drive the local economy here with shoppers and gift buyers here for the holiday season. And so we wanted to share with you some stories from Gather here in Honesdale, as well as Asparagus Sunshine in Delaware Water Gap, to explain just what it takes to run a small business here in the Poconos. Check it out.
It has been 4 years and change since Olivia Santos set up shop on Main Street in Honesdale. Her store, Gather, is without a doubt a big part of Olivia's life.
It's definitely, it's hard work, you know, it's, you're constantly working, you know, you're not just working when you're in the store, you're working when you're at home, when you wake up, you know, you always feel like there's something that you should be doing to further your business.
The 20-something was living in New York, wanted more than the corporate life, and moved home to be part of a changing downtown Honesdale and Pocono Mountains. While rewarding, Gather in the small business life is still a commitment, a huge one.
I work weekends, I work holidays. I mean, those are the busiest times too, so I really have to make sure that I'm, you know, at work those days. It's a commitment and it's a sacrifice that I have to make. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I mean, I'm so happy to be my own boss and to be able to, you know, feel like I'm making a difference here and getting to meet so many amazing people.
50 miles away in another part of the Poconos, Lauren Chamberlain has been putting out the open sign at her Asparagus Sunshine for 4 years as well. Her hometown store turned a hobby into what Lauren calls an extension of her personality.
It's literally different in here every single time you come in. You'll see something different, or there'll be a whole new display or just something new.
This space, especially the counter, has a special connection for Lauren.
I sat at this counter when I was probably like 14 years old, and it was my first job, and I glued leather wallets together when it was the leather shop.
Now it's her shop. Antiques, local memorabilia, things that didn't just appear overnight. Lauren has spent years searching, stocking, and devoting big time and effort to this small business.
Somebody's got to move all this stuff. So there's physical labor involved. There's also, I don't go home and turn my brain off. It's not like, okay, it's 5 o'clock, I can turn my brain off, I'm gonna go home. No, I'm sitting at home, I'm doing the books, or I'm doing something else, or I'm in my workshop, like repairing something. I work 7 days a week.
Whether it's Asparagus Sunshine, or Gather, or any number of small businesses dotting the map of the Poconos, the story is the same. It's work, and sometimes not always what you think.
Never know what's gonna happen that day. The other day I came in, there was a skunk in my basement, so.
Olivia called in the professionals, and the skunk was safely sent on its way. A small reminder of just how interconnected the small business community is here and all across the Poconos.
It's a team effort constantly. You gotta rely on you know, other businesses, and you know, it's a constant collaboration between everybody, you know, and we're lucky to have a great network and support system of other business owners here on Main Street.
From Main Street Honesdale to Delaware Street in Water Gap, relying upon one another is key for small businesses.
This community has that already, and then being a business in it, it works, and it's like we're all friends. Like, and if any one of us needs anything, you can call anybody in town. It's that warm fuzzy feeling. The customers feel that.
And all that hard work has paid off. Lauren and Asparagus Sunshine have plans to expand, opening a new shop around the corner.
I wouldn't change it for the world. As hard as it's been and some of the struggles that we've had, I would never change it for the world.
This love, this passion for the small business life is many things. Wearing different hats, balancing the books, and at times, pest removal. Plus, the onslaught of holiday shopping.
Try to get through Q4 first. It's our busiest time of year. Yeah, I'm super excited. It's my favorite time of the year. You know, it's the store looks great. You know, we have so many gifts and so many like Christmas items, and it's so much fun, and we get great energy during that time of the year. So yeah, let's get through that first.
Always thinking business, these owners work to give our Pocono towns character, and in return, we can support them now and all year long. Happy shopping. Jim Hamill for the Pocono Television Network.